sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
Sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin'.
This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Get your fucking life together. And we at the spot. And I got Soph with me.
You know I'm in the building. Yo, yo.
And the homie Dell-P is in here sipping with us, man.
Oh,
my
yes.
guy.
Oh, yes. Know how we do.
You, man? How you been, man?
Oh, man. I'm having fun, bro.
I know you are. You touching them big stages every other week nowadays.
I'm trying. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying.
Give me a few recent shows you had.
Recent?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you had a couple at the when we was all the way out.
Recent. I'm trying to think. Ardmore Music Hall.
Ardmore, yeah.
With for Freeway and Friends.
Mm-hmm,
Shout out to Free. Shout out to Sherman Byers.
Mm-hmm.
Talib Kweli.
Mm-hmm.
Most recent, Carnegie Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Black Thought.
Black
That's
Thought
dope.
situation.
Okay.
In fact, can you explain that to me?
Right.
Because that's big things them gwine.
Yeah, I saw it on your
You know what I'm
page. What's
saying?
going
Like,
on with that?
ever since you started saying you was going to do it, I was like, word. And then when it got situated, I'm like, oh, that's a look.
Word.
So how was that? How did that come into play? How was that for you?
Man, that's the universe speaking, man. For years, people been aligning me and Thought like, yo, y'all be crazy together. Y'all got a link. You gotta do something with Thought. So, shout out to my brother Mad. Shout out to the Works. They on my album on Make Emceeing Great Again. But it's cool when people give you the word of mouth about somebody, but you want to fill them out for yourself.
Right.
Thought reached out to me when he seen me do the freestyle with J Electronica. Remember that?
Ha! And I was there.
Yes.
I was in the building.
Classic night. So Thought been showing love for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And he told Mad, yeah, I'm gonna holler at him. I'm gonna let you know when. You know what I'm saying? We thought he got too busy and forgot. I'm gonna say like the first week of January, second week, Thought hit me in my inbox on the gram. You got mail. I'm like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Check the email. Shout out to Jazz Martin. That's his assistant. Thought personally invited me to be a part of School of Thought.
That's
personally.
dope.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you can't even.
I wish we had a round of applause.
Right.
Man. That's hard, man. That's hard. Salute to Thought, first of all.
Shout out to Thought, because Thought.
But salute to you, because that says a lot about you as well, though. That says a lot about you. So salute definitely to Black Thought.
Man,
but
thank you.
Salute to you, because you've been putting this work in for a long time. You're not an overnight sensation. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's talk about
20 in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Before we get to the history real quick, let me touch on something that you just spoke on.
Go ahead.
He said he seen him on the J Electronica pup, right?
Right.
It's Philly.
That's what I was going to mention too also.
It's Philly. We in Voltage. J Electronica said, I'm in Philly. I know somebody in here spit.
Right.
Half the people on the front pointed to Dell, but Dell was already trying to get up there.
Right. Indeed.
So he got this opportunity from taking advantage of another opportunity that was an unplanned thing that he just took. He went up there. He was prepared.
Indeed.
And when the time came, he took advantage, and the universe, like he said, did the rest. I just wanted to point that out because we always talk about showing up and doing what you're supposed to do.
For sure. I'm glad you actually thought about that, but I was moving forward so fast thinking about his story. But that's definitely important. That's definitely important. A lot of it is just,
I'm
seizing the moment, right?
I'm still tripping off that situation. Shout out to Black Thought. Shout out to Jazz Martin. Shout out to Sean C.
Shout out to the whole Roots crew.
Shout out to the whole Roots crew.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Carnegie Hall for allowing us.
How was that?
Legendary
that was
Carnegie Hall.
Legendary.
Oh my goodness.
Legendary. Heidi High was said in Carnegie Hall. Man,
it was a time we couldn't be in there, bro.
Did Marian Anderson bless that stage?
Right.
Thank you. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Indeed. She knew what I was talking about. We weren't allowed in there at one point.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Thought, man. That was crazy.
But it's funny to me because you said we thought he got too busy. And if you paid attention, Thought doing a lot. Like
Indeed.
he decided to start giving us bars again. So he hopping doing freestyles and he's doing EPs and stuff regularly again. Then he's on the Tonight Show
I was about to say,
late
he's
night
on it every night.
every day.
No
Yes.
doubt.
Then he started doing stand up recently, which they started to tie into the late night show.
Yep.
So
And
it's
that-
not
that-
hard to
that's
think that he
crazy.
got
Like,
too
he-
busy. That's not
yeah.
like a knock. That's
Right.
like, no, he working.
Yeah,
Like,
we doing,
right,
yeah,
right.
indeed. Like, but he see everything. But the works told me that years ago. They'll see everything. So when Mad thought, yo, you need to holler at Dell, Thought was already on it. Like, oh yeah, I like him. You know what I'm saying? So it was already building up. So that was love.
That's definitely
was
dope.
love.
That's definitely dope. So, like I was saying, I know you are not new to this. You got some time in, and I know you guys go way back. I'm just getting familiar with you personally,
family,
right?
No doubt, no doubt.
So I like to hear your story because, and I'm going all over the place. I like your message. I like the dope beats. I like the content. I like your persona, the delivery.
Oh, thank you.
But
Thank
what even? Because we come from a city with a lot of rappers, right?
Yeah.
But you stand out.
I
What?
appreciate that.
What even drew you to it? Like, what was your earliest memory of rap and how and your involvement?
So my earliest memory would be Run DMC. Run DMC. I was like 2-3 years old. Aired to the speaker, trying to hear what was going on. King of Rock. King of Rock.
It was so much going on. I could see that as a kid getting
King of
for
Rock.
sure.
I was stuck.
For sure.
And,
they are my early memories too.
and I remember being over in Blumberg Projects, my great grandmom's spot. Rest in peace to Irene, the matriarch of my
Rest in
family.
peace.
You know what I'm saying? But
God bless.
we used to always look at Crush Groove.
That's what I was going to bring up because that was one of my early memories too. And I think
Indeed.
was that Crush Groove when they had and I might be messing it up when they had the heads. It was just the Jingle Bell heads in there, right?
That was
What's the name? That was Beat Street.
B Street, though, right?
B Street.
That was one of my earliest memories.
Yo, but that's hip hop though. That's hip hop. Real rap.
I was little.
That's
I
hip hop.
was little, right?
Yo, but Crush Groove was Fat Boys, all you can eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when they tore down the Sbarro.
Yeah.
Right.
LL Cool J came in with his radio.
Right.
Even Foursome D's was in there.
Tougher than Lover type.
Wow.
Yeah, like it was crazy. Like that was my first
I haven't seen
memories.
that since I was a
Run
little kid.
DMC. Me and my brother used to mimic Run DMC at all family cookouts,
Right.
parties. So they knew from the gate this is what I was
This
going
Dell
to do.
ain't playing.
Like
So like you feel like because you still give that energy like from original hip hop boom bap type.
You do absolutely.
Type of vibes.
thank you.
So you just stuck with your 4-year-old self and said, you know what?
That's it.
This is my identity and
This my lane.
This
That's
how
it.
we
This
rock.
is what I know. Like we used to have. I know you probably can relate. VHS tapes.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm glad he didn't think I could
box.
relate. I appreciate that.
The box.
Right.
Because me on the same.
I remember when the box was the jukebox.
I love what he's
You feel
saying
what
over
I'm
here.
saying?
Jukebox. Yep.
Talk Del me.
So EPMD, I shot the sheriff.
Yep.
Kid played too hype, getting funky.
Wow,
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, it was so much self-destruction.
Self-destruction was on constantly.
Yo,
But
I remember that was definitely the movie.
This is when I liked hip hop. I
You
loved
used to
hip hop.
VHS to
when I
record the
heard-
videos
Yeah.
because there used to be them gaps between you waiting for somebody
Somebody else to
order
play
another
it. Exactly,
video.
I know.
No doubt.
So then when everybody would come over, you would just run down all the joints and you would watch it so much that you would memorize the people that
number.
would order
Right.
how the videos was going.
Then when they used to come, my uncle used to be like, I bet you he know every video.
See, I wasn't
number.
as swift as y'all because I ain't record the videos. I just used to
Listen.
keep the box on
Oh,
all
we
the
was
time.
taping everything.
I
You had
wasn't
to-
swift like
You had
that.
to plug the corners of your tapes to tape over them on a cassette joint. And
Oh, yeah.
Make
See, I
your own
used to
mixtape off the radio.
No, I used to tape Urban Expressions though.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
did
was-
tape Urban
everybody was
Expressions.
taping
but I
Urban
didn't
That's
put it in the box,
nostalgia too, though.
Def
That's
Jam-
nostalgia,
box,
though.
though.
Def Jam used to
The
get
box.
taped
Take the
everywhere.
box. Tape that.
Listen, Video Soul, Rap City, Yo
Yes,
Music Rap.
yes.
That
Donnie
was the
Simpson,
culture.
them.
Whatever was
That's
our
what-
culture,
yeah.
and it was so hard to come by our culture. Like radio stations used to play our music one night a week
Yep.
for a few hours. So
Yep.
like
Radioactive.
when Radioactive came
Yep.
on, you wanted to have that. And when you went to school the next day,
You wanted to know all
everybody
of
that
it.
missed it, you was killing them. Like,
Yeah.
no, I got it.
Right.
Like, yeah, and you ain't hear the new Yeah I mean.
Yeah, you ain't hear that new tribe. Like,
Right.
and that gets me to this. Like, I loved hip hop when I heard Tribe. Like, I liked it when I seen, Run DMC on Crush Groove and all that. I'm young, but when I heard Bonita Applebum, that's when I said, this is what I'm
remember
doing.
That song did it for a whole generation.
Yeah,
It
that's
did.
it.
Like there's a lot of people that got that story.
It did.
Like that's
Yo, if I ain't want to be Benita Applebaum, I'm trying to tell you. Like, wait
Well,
a
that's
minute.
what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the woman that everybody wanted to be and the one that all the dudes wanted to be
She
with.
got it going on. What?
Yo, like
It was a vibe though.
that
That's
time.
the thing.
Can you like? I could go back. Like the first time I heard it, and it was like, God damn! Like
The beat was smooth too.
That was the
beat,
thing.
that was it.
It was the first
beat
time.
was smooth.
That was
It was
it.
the first time like that you heard that kind of vibe.
Yep.
That's what I was about to say when I said the vibe. I'm like, no, they tried something that was like taboo at the time
Yep.
for hip hop.
Yep.
Indeed.
It's
They
crazy
did.
though because there's been a lot of those moments. We had the Mary J. Method Man moment that spawned a whole generation of singing rap. You know what I mean?
The brand Nubian, wake up. That moment when I wake up, everybody. That's why I make the music I make, because of guys like that.
Sunshine. Oh my God. That's
That OG
crazy.
and the Bulldogs, I got to have it. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just name joints that I heard on Radioactive and on J Ski. Remember when J Ski was the DJ
absolutely.
on Q102?
Yep. Yep.
Shout out to my man J Ski.
J Ski, definitely. That's crazy. I just seen him on a flyer recently too. He got something coming up soon.
Yeah, he coming on.
He on y'all joint?
He coming on y'all joint.
Oh, he coming up?
Yeah, I think Sunday. See, everybody
That's
move.
crazy.
That's crazy. He coming to glocawear.
I ain't peep. All
That's
right,
what's
yeah,
up.
I know. I just seen him on a flyer. Shout out to J Ski because he definitely a legend up on this side.
He legend. Period. Big legend.
Legend for real.
First time I heard Buckshot was because of J Ski.
And you know what's
know what I'm
crazy? Even when radio became like when we had a power that played us all day,
Right.
we still needed a come up show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come
Like
to
we
Cub,
still had to
absolutely.
have that space for the raw hip hop head
Exactly.
Indeed.
Yep.
on
Yep.
radio, and
Yep.
we still don't get enough of that.
Right.
Well,
No.
now it's not even necessary because you don't have to listen to the radio. You
Right,
can
you
make your own
just
playlist
Google.
and find
Right,
the
right.
newest thing that dropped at noon.
All
Right.
digital platforms and see,
Yeah.
Right.
hear what you need to hear.
For
But
sure.
like I always say, that's
As far
why
as
I like
mainstream
doing
radio.
media and I like doing radio because I get the exclusive still.
Right.
I don't have to wait till it drop. I can get Dell-P to have.
Indeed.
We can have a little listening party here.
Right.
We
Week
was
before
in
his joint come
Baltimore
out,
listening
listening
to
yeah.
mega joints. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
see
this
what I'm
was
saying?
a couple months in advance. So
So
yeah.
I still get that mixtape feeling from back in the day when you used to be the only one with the clue tape or the
Right.
whatever have you. Like I still
Mhm.
get that, and
Mhm.
it's a vibe you don't really get anymore because everybody gets it at the same time.
Right.
A lot of these platforms force it on everybody. They put certain albums on your phone without you asking for it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even listen to them.
Right.
And y'all just took up 8 gigs of my shit.
Fact. Fact. So they probably done made a deal with certain people.
Yeah.
you know
They
what
already
I'm saying?
lying.
And it counted.
Mhm.
And it counted. Now they talk about bundling and packaging for album sales. Boy, they weren't
Yes.
saying that when y'all was forcing us to have them albums back then and
Exactly.
counted them.
Exactly.
But no, man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah,
You just
man.
got me in a nostalgic bag.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to Tribe.
But I feel like
man,
that's what his
today.
music does too, right? And this is going to lead me to the next thing I was going to say. But I feel like your music is like nostalgic, right? But what I was also going to say is around the time where at least the artists that you mentioned,
Right.
you have something in common with them, and it's your message. I feel like
Indeed.
it's the content. Is that because those were your earliest and your most, I guess, aspired who you like to look up to artists, or like what? Because coming from the mean streets of Philly, like we in the mean streets
Right.
of Philly.
His neighborhood.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm from there too. My brother got killed on 61st and Lansdowne, so
Wow.
I know about
Yeah.
Wow.
that hood. So
Yeah.
that's even more. That
Yeah.
plugs the message even more. Like, how
Yeah.
do you even focus on that? Because you could be surrounded with a lot of negativity.
No doubt.
And
How did you
find
get
a
to
lot
that
of beauty
choice?
in dark places. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How do you do that?
I would say family first. You know what I'm saying? Because I come from strong black men, like that tree.
That's
that I'm
important.
from.
Say
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
I love to hear that.
My granddad, Paul Lopez, super solid. The GOAT. You know what I'm saying? My uncle Paul. Shout out to my uncle Phil. Like, these are people who love hip hop. These
Right.
are people who love family. Shout out to my uncle Delmar. Shout out to my dad. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was that, and also seeing what my mom went through. You know, fighting her drug addiction and stuff like that. I just didn't want to be stuck there.
In that cycle.
Yeah. I wanted to,
Well,
change the narrative.
Mama
And-
Val proud, man.
Man, thank you.
She
Thank you.
proud, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Like
Thank
you fight the good fight. You inspire. You walk into rooms with a personality that is inviting and even kill.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? You
For sure,
provide
I
balance
can
to
agree
a
with
lot
that.
of situations. So Mama proud, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I just had to say that. My bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I would say, we come from pop art, Cool C, Steady B. Like I seen these hip hop legends riding up and down the street, and so I knew it was possible because they from where I'm from.
My dad barbershop all the time. Yeah,
like real rap. Like I went from looking up to these guys to actually being able to talk to them and them telling me, yeah, you doing it right.
Yo, isn't that an ill feeling though?
Bananas.
A lot of the people I grew up listening to, shout out to Crack, we was just talking about, like, I remember listening to Crack Files and all of that every day. And now, like, Crack get excited when he see me walk in the room. Right. And I get, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, it's so many relationships like that. He really is.
He definitely one of the realest.
It's so many relationships. It's a beautiful feeling. But for you and Mad Squabble, shout out to Squabble.
Shout out to my bro Squabble.
I've been watching y'all journeys for years. And the hip hop legends know who y'all are. Like you said, Thought Dude, he ain't the only one. They salute y'all. Right. They pull y'all on stage. They give y'all carte blanche to do what y'all need to do set wise. You know what I mean? Like I think that as a kid, like when you think about what you just said about having your ear next to the speaker at 2-3 years old and then listening to Tribe, and now you right there with all them people that's right up your alley.
Right.
That's dope as hell, man.
Man, that's God. God is real. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
When did you find your voice? When did you start writing? When did you find your style, your tempo, all of that? When can you identify that it was like, you know what, this my pocket?
Okay, so I would say I started writing in elementary school, but I really started taking it serious in middle school. I was in Turner Middle School, and we had like a talent show. So when me and my guys was up there, it was like a cipher type.
Because we performed plenty of times together in middle school.
Oh, word.
She's literally our age.
Word. Right. She loving the fact I just.
That's how I was like,
right. No, but I was a Turner, right?
Damn.
And when I seen that I had the students and the teachers and the principal rocking.
You had everybody
so I'm like, hold
rocking.
up, this for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my first performance. And, and we had it rocking in there, and I was like, I'm meant to do this because I was nervous. Like I'm always like, if you peep it, I be, you
be anxious.
But you know what?
Yeah, like, but when I get up there,
and they'll like to get it over with.
Yeah.
I feel it as a performer. I can relate to that.
Indeed.
I can definitely relate to that.
Man, like when I was in Carnegie
but when you're there, you're having a blast. You having a ball.
Out. Just blacked out and just rocked it. Man. So yeah.
That's what's up.
So that's crazy. Middle school talent show. That makes sense though. Like I said, we could relate to that.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because I was writing in middle school, but we was always performing industry songs for the most part in our talent show.
And we used to write, all the girls used to write the poems and y'all used to write the rap.
I used to rap in English class and creative writing class.
That's how I started writing.
Yeah, they used to let me, because that was how they knew how they could get me to focus. They'd be like,
that's crazy.
If you want to rap, then you have to write it. And
creative art.
Yeah, we was a little different. The girls we used to bring the poem. We used to go home, write poems, and come back the next day reciting our poems for all the other.
That's dope. You know what's funny though? My first performance wasn't a rap. It was Poison by BBD.
Wow.
We was lip singing Poison, had backup dances.
Hilarious. They had a whole routine for Poison.
The dances though says a lot.
Yo, it was crazy.
No, but remember how serious we used to take it? Like I remember doing Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre joined in the talent show.
Oh wow!
I remember doing AZ and Monifa in the joint.
We did Total.
Yeah,
me and you did the Fugees. We did I did Total, but I think we did Biggie. We did that one year we was like in that joint.
And that's what's funny. We learned how to juice the stage at a young age.
Yep.
Like you know how you go to a show and like you'll have a set and Corey will have a set. Right. And Illadella have a set, but y'all will all be on each other's set.
Yeah, indeed.
We was doing that back then.
That's dope. That's dope, yeah, because we do it. Shout out to Reezy.
Shout out to Jay Reezy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we learned that back then.
We definitely did.
That's hilarious. But let's get into the project phase. How many projects you got out?
So albums, I got 6. Projects.
Grammy nominated for 1, Grammy considered for another, right?
4
of them?
No, hold on.
Talk
New
to
Beginning. To the Moon and Beyond, For the Art, Wordsmith. They all got Grammy considered for best rap album. So hopefully,
hopefully Mega be on the list next.
Be on that list.
Make Emceeing Great Again.
Grammy
nominated. That's gonna be nominated. We speaking that one right to existence.
We speaking that.
The universe is already working for you, bro. So listen, that's gonna happen.
I feel that. I feel like songs like Goddess, songs like
I love Goddess.
Talk Less, Work More with my man Boogeyman Della. Songs like Arrival, like it's undeniable to see that it's growth.
It's funny because I heard the project and I wasn't even mad that I missed it. I was like, you know what? This joint's solid. I really ordered that. Like,
let me just say, like I said, I really do. I love your work. But also in regards to, we were talking about this off camera. When I asked you about your beat, I'm like, this is a sample? Like, no, this is original.
Right.
Between the music and your words and your sound, that joint is definitely gonna be nominated. Like you're definitely. I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. That. So one of the questions I had was, how do you decide which song is going to be the banger that you release? Because they all bangers. So
I think about like Arrival. That's a spitter joint. That's a joint I would just personally pick, but I got to think about overall.
Do you?
You know what I'm saying?
Do you? Is that you talking, or is this a think tank talking?
No, this is real. This like Goddess. That's a universal joint. I can see,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I can see that uplifting females that think they gotta have makeup,
right?
But as an artist, I gotta
Dr. Miami. You know what I'm saying?
As an artist, though, I gotta ask you though: is there a place to have one be the lead and one be the follow up?
Well, my thing is I let the people choose.
Dictate.
Yeah.
And we got that we can do that now. We can look at all the
I let the people
hold
choose.
on.
And how do you do that? Do you release it to them? Like, how do you let the audience decide?
You know what? I was when we came up back in the day, it was only like a warm up single. And then you hear the whole
shebang.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like to do, stuff like that. I don't like having 3 or 4 joints out before the album come out.
Okay.
I let one go, and then
give it to us.
Indeed, and then let y'all pick like this joint.
Okay.
All right. Now I know you've been working with the same people for a long time, but you just recently inked new situations with some of the people that's been in your corner for a while.
No doubt.
Does that change your process when it comes to rollout and things like that?
No, you know what's crazy?
And shout them out too, by the way. I don't want to act like it's a secret.
Right.
Congratulations, it's a big thing.
Shout out to Chris Swartz. Shout out to Jay Reezy because he made that happen.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man out there. He's stepping up for the management. Music Notch. DJ Ant Live.
Word.
And then we got Lola PR. Like it's the first time I had a whole machine.
Your whole team pushing.
Yeah.
So does that change things for you?
Better situation. Yeah. And shout out to my queen. You already know Zane.
Absolutely. Shout out to her, man.
Yeah. She definitely A&R'd the album.
Did she?
She's a music head. Music head.
Oh, that's dope.
Indeed.
That's dope.
That's dope.
But like I said, does that change your process having this team now? Is it more input, or are they just trusting you with doing what you've been doing?
They believe in what I do. And we all pushing for the same
common goal.
So that's perfect.
It ain't like, yo, you got to switch this. You got to No, we going what you got. We just going
add to it.
Yeah,
and that's good because a lot of times I feel like a lot of artists may lose themselves when they don't have the whole team pushing for a common goal, right? So that's what you I feel like I was going to say this before, but you're blessed in so many different ways. You're blessed that you at 2 or 3 were already in tune with what your calling was, right? And then by the time you got to middle school, you started seeing like, this is really my lane, right? And now you got a team, you got your lady, you got so many people behind you that are supportive of you and see the same vision, because it's really challenging to find a team that sees the same vision, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
And a lady that's willing to put up with this lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? Like, as much as Dell is positive, he still got to run the same circus as the rest of us.
For sure.
You still got late nights, early mornings, crazy studio hours, all type of stuff that go on, and sacrifices.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's real. But you definitely right about the blessings.
And that's what I was going to get to also, was the positivity. I admire that. I salute you for your positive messages that you have, because we're inundated with negative information, right? And I just wanted to know, a lot of times with my own project, I have a positive platform magazine. And a lot of times I get pushback because of the positivity. Like, people will literally tell me that positivity doesn't sell.
Yo, that's crazy.
And
you know what's crazy? If you think about it, the positive artists sell the most records. Not you don't hear them the most on the radio,
right?
But they sell the most.
I swear, gospel artists make the most money anyway. That's where you was going.
I was about to say gospel. Think about Kendrick Lamar,
right? Conscious.
Think about Cole. You think about Chance. All these people got positive messages.
And you're saying young people because a lot of time people think of older artists in regards to conscious or positive messages. No doubt. I like your answer too because I like that you put it on artists that are making moves and making major money in a positive manner, right? I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So you got people that sell units, then you got people that pop culture try to put it in the forefront.
Absolutely.
That's not really moving units,
right? You just see them.
You just see them.
It's a lot of fabricated numbers with them too,
for sure.
And it's labels
buying the albums.
Yeah, they found a new way to do it. Like they used to physically buy a bunch of albums. Now they're digitally buying albums or digitally projecting numbers that don't really exist because who's to say those numbers aren't real?
Or like we just said, those bundling packages and all kinds of things where someone didn't voluntarily purchase your product.
Right, they just put it on you. Yeah,
it's a lot going on out here. But it's crazy because that's what I worry about with the guys like you and Squabbles that I know are true spitters, true hip hop heads, really have a good message, good intention. And I'm like, how does it feel to be one of those guys that you know might get backburnered just because you're positive?
Right.
You know why? I really don't. I don't sweat it.
And I don't mean backburnered by label. I mean by the market.
Yeah, indeed. But it's a market for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your fans are your fans.
That's always my answer too. When they tell me I can't do it.
Mega been picking up a lot of steam in Paris.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Say that.
In Paris.
You going overseas soon.
Czechoslovakia, like you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Japan, like my biggest market right now is Japan, bro.
Oh, he lit. That's all you need.
I never you
can survive off Japan by yourself.
Right.
You go out there 8 months and be good.
and think about like my favorite artists go over Japan.
Yeah, that's where they
go.
Like so, it's like
it.
Can't make it up.
One thing about overseas, they stuck on hip hop.
I was about to get to that.
A lot of them are stuck on hip hop. Like they don't really care. Like they like a lot of the new stuff,
right?
But they respect the old stuff like it's new.
So again,
they don't get to see these
clutch
people.
Because guess what? He's new stuff that got their old sound with the old content, but he's new.
Right.
Clutch.
And speaking current
events,
right.
clutch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So it's a perfect pocket. I'm glad to hear that Paris, Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
So what I was going to ask in regards to that is because I'm not a rapper. I'm not an artist. I don't rap or sing or anything like that. I'm a performing artist. I dance and things like that. But what I wanted to know was, because for me, my perception is that globally, I feel like hip hop might be respected a little bit more than it is here.
Locally?
Yeah, out.
It's possible.
It's facts.
Yeah. And
that's always facts.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, overseas, Wiz Khalifa, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would be the headliner, and Mobb Deep would open for him.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, over there
to be vice versa. You're right,
exactly.
You're right. But it's crazy because I was listening to Carl Kanai talk, and Carl Kanai picked up in Hong Kong and China on their hip hop and dancing scene real big. They breaking scene.
Yes,
that's what they wearing. And in the Bay on their skateboarding scene,
right,
it's still relevant. And FUBU, I think too.
Indeed.
But it's like they're still,
dope.
You know what I mean? You would never think
crazy.
that,
no, because that's not what's marketed in our mainstream.
And mind you think they care? You think that the oldest care that we don't know that? You know, or that Philly never picked up on a lot of that stuff. We was having on Carl Kanai. We ain't take too much to FUBU.
Right.
We took on FUBU Platinum a little bit. We like the Fat Albert sweaters and stuff.
Mecca was kind of big. I don't know what that was, but I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know.
You know, I was Snoopy.
Iceberg Slim. I was about to say I didn't have that kind of paper.
Coogee.
I ain't gonna lie, and that's what I always say about high school. For me, I learned at an early age to stay in my lane. I knew I could buy 1 Coogee or 8 polos.
Right? No, that's real.
You know what I mean? Because I never wanted to be the bull that wore the same Coogee every week.
Indeed.
Cause you had them boys that went that hard for a sweater or something,
Right.
and you had to keep wearing it, and now it's
Well,
like
you trading with your man. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was dressing like the boys too back then, right? I was rocking my dad low stuff. Like, listen, I got my dad seersuckers
Low and
jacket.
gas, you was in.
no, you was good, you was good.
Low and gas and some Timbs. That was
I didn't
it.
even take my older sister stuff. I took my dad clothes.
That's
Real
funny.
right.
No, but you was
Y'all
good,
can get away with it.
and it was crazy. Like I never got to swap clothes with nobody. I had homies that I knew was doing it, but like my mom thing was if somebody borrows something, let them keep it.
Yeah.
Like you
That's how
don't,
my husband
you don't take your
is. Don't
shoes
play
back.
that.
You don't want nothing. You don't know what nobody. You know, like
That's how my husband
Right.
is.
and washed or not, like just keep it. Like, and
Right.
I've given away so much clothes over my life, sneakers and everything.
Right,
Like,
just here you go. You
go
got
ahead,
it.
yo, you got them. You need
Yeah.
ball sneakers because you at my crib. Cool, just take the whole leg. You got it. Like,
Right.
I've done that.
because my mom never played that. Like she'd be pissed.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Real rap. But damn, those was the days. Y'all got me really.
Yeah,
on
man.
my-
I know.
It's a good interview.
I know. It's all nostalgic. Like,
Right.
this is definitely a good feeling. Good
No.
times.
But it's
It's a good John. That's what
Right.
this is. It's a
That's-
good
Yeah.
John.
yo.
Yeah.
Can we get into that? Can we get into how you apprehended the phrase "good John"?
Good, John.
You just stole it from all of Philly for yourself.
No, the thing was,
You
I
did it
wanted
for
to
us,
embody. I want to, when it's me, it's we.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like with this situation with Rough Nation, I wanted the world to know what I represented, where I was from, and John is a popular phrase for Philadelphia.
Everybody know John is
Right.
ours.
So let's get some good Johns out here.
Right. I
There's
was
a
thinking
whole lot
that
of
too.
bad
A
John.
whole lot of bad Johns.
I was thinking of how you were putting Philly on the map because now,
Yeah.
if anybody didn't know, when they hear Good John, they already gonna know. Oh, yeah, dude, definitely from
He
Philly. Like,
Indeed, like to have them in NYC, that's a good John. Was crazy. You know what I'm
Word,
saying?
word,
So,
word.
yeah, that's my mission.
that's what's up.
And
Always
that's what I
rep
was
Philly.
about to say that I forgot earlier too. When you was talking about the blessings.
Word.
When you said, you went from listening to the middle school experience, like having that, which we can relate to, having
Right.
that attention to you, having that good response at a young age on being on stage is addictive if you
Yeah.
buy into it.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Everybody's
Indeed.
not built for stage, but if that's
Absolutely.
something that you into, when you get that first feeling,
Yeah, you
it's
gonna
like
keep, you
it's
gonna
like a
keep
crack
chasing it.
blast.
Yes.
Right.
You want
You gonna keep
you
chasing
try to
that
find that feeling again. You want to make it
Indeed.
bigger. You need a bigger crowd.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But it's funny because the difference is with a lot of people don't trust it unless it's a big crowd.
Right.
Dell loves it so much that it could be 10 people in a room. I seen him rock 20 kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In Maryland at a Father's Day event. And it was more people in the gym, but he said, bring them babies up here. We need to talk to these
And they
young
need to hear
kids.
your message. That's who
Right.
needs to hear your message.
And it's
I mean,
like,
everybody does, but
it's
for
the
certain
same
though.
show.
It's
It's
de-
the
it's
same
definitely
show
for
as
the
at
babies.
Ardmore Hall. It's the
Right.
same thing. And
Right.
I got plenty footage of Del Rockin' if y'all want to check out
Yeah,
Tripping with
man.
Sammie's. He's
Always
on a
show
lot
me
of it.
love. Sipping with Sammy. K, y'all always show me love.
That's what's up.
It's a pleasure rocking with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the lesser crowds are the most intimate. You know,
Mhm.
they the ones that's going to be like, oh, okay.
They gonna
Well,
hear
the
what you're
people with
saying.
the
They gonna
message
feel what
want
you're saying.
intimacy.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like if I blow up 20,000, 50,000 people, they already know the songs. I ain't really got to do nothing.
Mm-mm.
You feel what I'm saying? So when it's the lesser crowd,
You get to connect.
I really got to connect with these people.
Mm-hmm.
And make them feel it. They gotta feel it.
That's the challenge right there, rocking those people.
And it's funny though, because
Yeah.
it was really impressive watching them perform for the kids. Because though their fathers was there and all that,
Right.
you know how it go. 3 minutes later, they all running around grabbing basketball. They stood there
They stood there. They
the whole
definitely
time
did.
for the whole set,
And
they
the
rocked out.
fathers. So shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to
Absolutely,
all
man.
the
Shout out to
children.
my man Ant
Ant,
for throwing
yeah.
that Father Your
Mr.
Sons
Sucker
event,
Free.
man.
Yeah.
Mr. Sucker Free, my man. Father Your Sons. We also got an episode with Ant on the joint too.
Word.
Speaking of Ardmore Hall, you got something coming up.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. The universe. Because Little Brother got one of my favorite albums of all time. Top 5.
Minstrel Show.
Minstrel Show.
I love that album.
So for me to be on the bill with my man Fine Tigolo
Mm-hmm.
and rapper Big Pooh
Say that.
is bananas.
Say
Like,
that. You ever met them before?
No, this is my first time.
Oh, it's gonna be love.
It's gonna be love.
That's gonna be love.
Yeah.
And you doing South by this shit?
South by Southwest, March 21st.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret. We gonna have some exclusive for y'all from the Dell-P experience down South by
Oh,
Southwest.
yeah.
I'm gonna just let y'all know.
Let's get it.
Cause we ain't told nobody. We keep a lot of stuff under the hat, but Dell don't mind me saying it, and K ain't gonna cuss me out too bad for saying it. So we be all right.
It's game time.
Game time type of thing.
Let's go.
Now, like, cause I don't want to make this just completely about you. I want to talk about another thing, a whole nother topic.
Okay.
But projections. What's success to Dell-P?
Success.
I was going to ask that question. Get out my head.
That's why you my co-host. Why you think you here?
Dopeness.
If I get too drunk, you supposed to say it.
So success to me is being comfortable in my own skin and getting my message out to the world. Having a bag is cool. It'll come, but when people hit me up saying my music kept them inspired, or you know they was feeling down and a certain song help them through whatever they going through, or
even lighter stuff
success.
Like I thought this didn't exist no more. You brought me to something I thought nobody was doing no more. Because I know you get that
all the time.
No, you get that
all the time.
That you brought the feeling back.
Right.
That mean that you contributed already at this level something to hip hop.
Right.
That you could be proud of, man.
For sure.
No doubt. And like when legends like Can't Blow, like I can hit them up and like they respond. Like me and Thought texting each other. Like after the School of Thought, we just texting each other. Like I sent him the promo to the school tour I'm about to do, and he just
congratulations on that too.
Man, thank you. Shout out to the school district of Philadelphia. Shout out to Yasin Muhammad, Frank Machos. It's gonna be crazy. It started in April.
That's gonna be dope.
Gonna be bananas. But yeah, like people I looked up to, like just responding when I shoot the text.
Like I said, that Banner relationship is crazy.
Banner. Shout out to my guy Banner. That's always love.
I tell the people real quick, I joked with him on a fly day one day. I said, so like, you just hit his phone and he just do what you want? He was like, pretty much, he the OG. Look out.
Yeah,
like,
he definitely did. Like, he do stuff when I don't even ask. Like,
and we know how much Banner be working.
Right. Right.
And that's why I be saying, like, I know people see it. Like, if he see it, if
somebody else see it, yeah.
Y'all see it. Like that be my whole thing. Like that's it.
But you know what I want to ask you about? Because I ask a lot of people this, and I kind of live by this, right? But I feel like besides the universe and your blessings that you are already destined to have, how important is it making relationships,
right?
Establishing them and maintaining them.
That's what it's
Speak about that, because I don't think that if you didn't have the power to do that, I don't know if all those connections would be in your palm right now.
Right. It's always about, you know, staying. What's my song on my album? That's a senseless plug, but
do it.
Remain solid. That's it. You gotta remain solid. That's a shameless plug. Go get Make Emceeing Great Again. All digital platforms.
Yep.
But that's what it's about. Remaining humble, being appreciative, and just being comfortable in your skin. Don't act like you starstruck. Like, cause that's what push them away when you gotta let them know you belong here. This opportunity is what you deserve, but remain humble.
Absolutely. I think that's wise words. And I think that's important that you brought it up, because it's a common theme on here. Like, we want people to understand that the people that we're talking to and everybody we talk to is successful in what they're doing, that they don't get it by standing in the corner and thinking they better than everybody else in the room.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And they don't get it by just constantly asking for favors. You gotta show up for other people too.
That's a big thing. Like, don't just be in somebody's inbox. Yo, I see you working. Send me your email so we can. No, that's not how it goes. Right. That's not how it goes.
Tell them.
You gotta show up to events. You gotta be out here putting the footwork in, and I gotta be a fan of yours. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta actually like what you're doing.
I'm not gonna jump on. I don't care how big your buzz is, how many followers you got, but if I'm not a fan or see you doing putting the effort to make it happen. No,
but you also put yourself in a position where you have a brand that you have to protect also. Indeed. So there's certain kind of brands you can't mix with.
This is facts.
And that would seem at a disadvantage, but that's what keeps a core base, a crowd, right? So when people know that you not selling out,
for sure,
indeed.
or just doing things for a check,
and you stay in your own lane,
which actually leads me to my offer Dell-P topic.
See how we work well together.
Nah, we were speaking earlier a little bit about the Lil Nas song,
right,
with Big Nas.
Okay,
right.
With Big Nas.
I'll just start it off. I'll throw myself out there first.
I can't.
I said
you
that.
let me down, Nas.
I said that. Yeah, I said that. Remember J. Cole made I Let Nas Down? Now Nas let J. Cole down, man.
You let us down. Me and my lady was watching the Grammys and went to sleep after that. We said nope.
So why do you think Nas did it? Do you think, just for kicks and giggles, do you think he did it for any relevance?
I think that he did it for the reason that he did a lot of the songs that he gets tortured about is because he does things to fit in or to appear as
like
such.
You owe me?
Exactly.
Or on the tip, I'm not bitter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's for persona and things instead of just being about. First of all, my thing that I've always said about Nas, and I'm a whole fan, but I love Nas.
I love Nas too.
But
love Nas.
My thing about Nas is nobody does Nas better than Nas.
That's
sure.
As soon as Nas does this, it becomes a meme or a joke.
Right.
Whenever he does him, it's immaculate.
Right.
It's introspective. It's original.
Indeed.
Like Nas admitted, and a lot of people around him, Salon Remy and them said, like Nas really don't pick the quote unquote best beats,
right?
Because he wants a challenge. He wants you to buy into what he's selling without it.
Indeed. And the crazy thing is, you would have thought Nas would have came out with, say, Joey Badass.
Why not?
You feel what I'm saying? Like for New York on that tight time, like.
But I feel like he did the Dave East thing, and that was enough.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even before Dave East, when Dave East started popping, that's who Nas would have looked like Bull. He would like, to me, he would have looked like Bull.
Yeah,
if he would have stood beside,
and a label would have had to hire Jungle.
Yeah.
Because he the A&R, he the middleman to all that.
Because that right there is like, we know what's going on in hip hop. We know what they doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nas had a chance to be like, thanks but no thanks.
Right. Right.
And you said it was a Grammy component to it that you didn't feel.
Yeah, I ain't feel it because they shunned my man for Illmatic. They shunned him. He definitely should have got the Grammy in 1994 for Illmatic.
You know how many greats don't have them?
Right.
Who got it that
big,
year? Do you remember who got it that year? Over Illmatic? Do you remember who got it that year?
Damn it, we need a save on.
I wonder, because remember, because Jay-Z was the first televised win for the Grammy. So they weren't even letting us know.
Yeah.
They weren't even letting us know who was nominated and who won for hip hop. But
I remember Fresh Prince and them won.
Tribe Called Quest never won a Grammy.
Nope.
Big never won a Grammy.
Yep.
Snoop never won a Grammy, and these are all-time greats.
All right,
change the game.
That's a conversation too,
right?
How do we get off of their list? How do we get off of caring about Grammys and Oscars? How do we like? We need to be celebrated,
right?
Do we respect our platforms?
That's what I was about to ask.
Do we need a bigger platform? Do we need another? Do we need?
Yeah.
I've heard somebody say Tyler Perry should do it. Like, what do you think it would take for the respect level to be there, where people feel like they got to show up? Like, or is it about an artist like Jay-Z or somebody did back in the day saying, "Fuck that, we doing this"? Like how Puff's speech was the day before.
Right. I feel like all the moguls, like Puff, Jay.
All the rock brunch people,
all those people that got billions collectively need to do our own thing. Need to do our own thing.
Do you think it's in motion? Because Puff was threatening. I don't think Puff makes that speech without having something in play.
Yeah, it's an agenda. It's definitely an agenda. Grammys and the Oscars, we both know it's set up to make us look.
Yeah, because even when we won, this for being a slave or a gangster,
right? Or
a whore.
Or a whore. Yeah, I want to say slut, but yeah, indeed.
I mean, well, that's not you.
It's degrading. It's degradation. That's not the way you look at it.
It has to be degrading.
It's not an honorary role that you would want to see yourself as.
And mind you, it's crazy because when we gauge during the year, like, yo, this should win to such and such, we gauge it based on what they what they think is quality in their realm. So we'll look at like, oh, this is a great romantic, or this has a great message. This should be up there.
Like what about like the Django's and stuff like that. Like then, like,
and then Hustle and Flow wins. And you know what I mean? And you like, but damn, you ain't see such and such and such. Like, that's what it is. It's reversed. It's the opposite. They separate us every time.
Right. And I want to step back. I'm sorry. I just want to step back because I said the Django, and I also don't like how we also. I mean, that was a good movie. It was, but it's depicted slavery too. And sometimes I feel like we're greater than our pets.
I feel like they do a slavery.
It was awesome.
Like every
the Django hurt me because I saw scenes in the Django that I never saw. Like I heard about the hot box.
Right. But you never. Right.
Or when they was walking through town with the spike, like. It's hard to talk about it now.
Yeah.
But like, as you know, I can't say it was a bad movie. I enjoyed certain aspects of the movie, but it was super painful because after watching Roots and all the stuff that we've seen, Rosewood and stuff that it already tore us up.
It's like,
when I saw that, it was like
we getting tired of it.
Exactly.
And y'all showed extremes that I never had to like really ingest before to that magnitude.
Indeed,
my imagination was punishing enough, tormenting enough for me.
Right.
Because I knew those things existed. I just never saw it.
Right. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to take a step back because I didn't want to, I had to take a step back.
You got to be clear sometimes.
Yeah. We know what time it is when Denzel lose Malcolm X.
Right.
But win Training Day.
Right.
Blatant.
Right.
That's blatant.
You feel what I'm saying?
And then for a while, it felt like, well, they just give it makeup calls. No, it's blatant.
Yeah.
They're picking what they want to give you yours for.
Like, we'll give you this for being crooked.
Because it's one thing to say Grammy nominated, Oscar nominated, and that adds bread. That's part of the problem.
Right.
Once that's behind your name, that's a big deal. Every time they say your name, they have to say that. None of these other award shows pull that kind of cachet where it has to be said every time that you are introduced.
Right.
So that means a bigger bag.
KRS-One never won a Grammy, but he's arguably the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's not worrying about a Grammy.
Nope.
So yeah,
but it's just it's crazy. Like we need to find something that builds that prestige in our community. It's not it ain't about what they recognize. It's about how we feel about being recognized.
My word is the people.
Word.
That's it.
Word. But we gonna get you a Grammy because you still got time.
I'm still trying to find out 94's Grammy Award. I see it starts in Wikipedia at 96, but I was really trying to go back to see when the first rap album was.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think they even credited hip hop.
When the first rap
one,
album?
96. Was the first
I know Will Smith won in 88.
That's what I'm saying. So they had to have it before then.
When he wore the tuxedo with the Jordans and the cummerbund.
Right, so that's why I wanted to know the years.
Philly.
And they hated him for that. They were so mad that he wore sneaks with a tux. That was like a scandal back then. Like, you see how far we've come, yo?
For
West
sure.
Philly. West
Born
Philly.
and raised.
It's crazy, man. My aunt taught well. Rest in peace to Hazel, man.
Rest in peace.
Absolutely. But so like
so much to speak on, right?
I know, right? Well, rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Because we happen to be filming on the day that we lost Pop Smoke. Y'all gonna catch this a little later, but this Pop Smoke death date, which is sad. Not somebody that I really identify with as far as like I actually rapped over his beat last week.
Oh, word.
I was in the studio with Chris Mack and them, Ace the Chemist and them, shout out to them.
Word.
And that's what they was doing. They like throw a verse on. I rapped over. I think I killed it. I ain't heard it yet, but I think I killed it.
I killed it.
I mean, I was drunk, so I'm pretty sure I killed it. But it's tragic. But one thing that, for what we're hearing now, is that it's possibly because he exposed the address
too much info
on the internet of where he was at by advertising his sponsors that had sent him some stuff or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But he also had like a party earlier that day or the day before at the house.
No, he had a party that same night.
Yeah.
Night. That's why it happened at 4 a.m. Probably.
Right.
They probably waited everybody out though.
That's
like
crazy.
But it's like the comfortability level of certain things on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something we didn't have to deal with coming up since we reminiscing.
Right. If you think about it, all the legends besides the ones we know they got caught up in East Coast, West Coast beef and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think about Wu, you think about KRS, Rakim, like they live private. Like you never knew where they live, how much money they had and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like unless
you ain't see nothing to the video.
Net worth.
Oh, you had to watch the video.
Yeah.
And see the bracelet that Ghost had.
Because we couldn't even Google net worth back then. We couldn't even Google it.
Right. So example.
But they wasn't flaging, like they wasn't all flashy and just drawing. Like they was kind of
right.
low-key.
It was like they like we would think Lauryn Hill out the country somewhere, not knowing
that she was sitting
close.
in the middle of Jersey.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
Right.
Indeed, you never would have knew.
Never would have knew that.
So yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like everything don't need to be told.
Yeah, stop giving people access to everything that y'all got going on. Stop.
Right.
Everything don't have to be in real time neither.
I
And
agree.
One thing that I learned, and I don't want to talk about nobody's finances, but what I learned from the OGs is there's a such thing as a party house.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
And where you sleep.
You see what I'm saying?
For sure.
Right.
And, a lot of motherfuckers getting the game fucked up when it comes to giving people access to where you lay your head at and where your valuables at.
Indeed.
You know, and I think that that's something that's not being spoken to. I think it's being missed a little bit because it's like baller talk when you talk about having a party house. You think about Michael Irvin and
right.
But they also don't need to know it's your party house either. Again, that's still exposing too much information. This is my house. Do you need to know it's where I'm sleeping or where I'm partying?
Right.
All I gotta do is drop a pin here and I can get right back here. All I gotta do is revert back to my GPS and get right back here. It's not the old days where you had to drive far as hell to somebody's crib and don't even remember how you got there.
Right. And the crazy thing, like me and Corey one time, we performed at Will Smith mom house, right? We had to get picked up by a bus, right? From a certain point, but then, no cameras. No, you can't.
None of that.
None of that.
Once you take a picture of the area, they know where we at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, you can't do none of that.
And you can also have locations on your phone.
Though your phone ringing, you good?
Yeah. Good.
Right.
You can also have locations on your phone, right?
Right.
So you can take your location, your picture of that location, and tell you exact latitude of where you need to go.
It don't make no sense. Like it's too much self conviction.
Absolutely. And I'm not trying to exploit anything. I just want to tell people to be careful out here because it's real out here. Like, and it don't matter what state, city you in, town you in. If you in the U.S., as far as I know, there's a ghetto in every fucking city around here.
I feel like everywhere you at. I think it expands beyond the U.S.
And all the scammers ain't in the ghetto. Some of them in the hills right by you. They got there by scamming.
And they ain't calling you bro. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're calling you bro. So tighten your circle.
And that's the thing, like, and that's where, and you know what? That's a good point too, because we talked about networking and cultivating relationships, but you also have to know where to draw the line and how to put people in certain places.
For sure, absolutely.
It's like when they say when people show you who they are,
believe it.
It don't mean you have to cut everybody off of that. You just put them in that box.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you see them on that time, and that's it.
Right.
It's like I always say, when certain stuff happens to certain people in the hood, it's like, when we ever lead a block with them?
Right.
It's certain people we hung out with because of geography, and there's certain people that we hung out with because we was like-minded people and we wanted to hang out together.
Indeed.
When you start blurring them lines, a lot of funny shit happen.
Yeah.
It's real right.
I'm glad you said that.
All these Jews, my man dropping. Real right.
No, we gotta have these conversations because, you know, they think just because I'm sipping with Sammie and I turn up all the time. But these are the conversations I like having with my people when it's not that time.
Right.
Because we all have, we all love to perform. We all have endeavors and things that we got to bring a certain energy to. Right. But when I'm laid back kicking it, this is what I'm talking about when I'm drinking yak and smoking.
Right.
And we in the living room or on a step or in the car or whatever. Me and Saf have had countless conversations smoking either in person or over the phone, talking for hours about these kind of things.
Facts.
And half the time she bring this shit up. It'd be amazing. She'll bring up the hip hop shit because she'll be intrigued. She'll be like, she'll hear a perspective and be like, but I know you probably know more about this person than me. So like, how you feel about that?
Right.
But then by the time we get to kicking it, she like, I already kind of felt that that's what it was. I just did what I assumed because I ain't where you be at. But like, no, she be on it. So it's like, this is what I like talking about. And I always want to tell people to network. I always want to tell people to try to do better, to try to put their people on. But I also want to tell people to be careful because it's a lot of motherfuckers that's out here. Listen, hip hop is the #1 genre in the world that they're finally reporting to.
Yep.
So all the snakes and all the come ups and all the promoters and all the janky motherfuckers is coming over here.
Yep.
Right.
It's the biggest bag. Now, what I do want artists to know, and I don't know if you're aware of this or you paid, or if I even discussed this with you before. Now that it's admittedly the biggest genre in the world, I keep saying admittedly because it's been that way longer than they told us.
Word.
But
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it had to get streamed where there's real numbers that they had to admit it.
Okay.
But what happens is now there's opportunities for real writers and real performers, such as like battle rappers that know how to perform and stuff.
Indeed.
Because Hamilton ain't the last play.
Right.
Movies, musicals, stomp the yard type shit
Right.
is about to shift straight to hip hop. So there's going to be space for the people that prove themselves as writers and performers and things like that can be coaches and writers for these shows.
Wide open.
It's going to be it's going to be a free it's like we're going to get sick of them.
It's
type of
interesting
shit.
you said
but it's
that.
a lot of checks to be had. So I just want people to make sure you own all your shit and you
Yeah,
resource in the right way, so you can get these other placements we never had access to.
Yeah, I know that's right. Listen, it's so interesting you said that because my son, I have a 5 and 6 year old sons, right?
Okay.
And the oldest one, he's so in tune to music. Like literally yesterday, I was in his room all the way upstairs and he started singing. I'm like, what are you singing? We walking down the steps. It's the song that's on the TV in the living room. Like,
Right.
that's something I was like, you definitely mommy's son. That's
Right.
something mommy would do, right? But I only brought that up to say to you is I don't know where in the arts he's going to fall,
Right.
but I'm already speaking to him about composing and about instruments
That's
and
dope.
about different things. Like it's great to be the face of it, you know,
Right.
but let's understand what goes behind it as well,
and
right?
the history of it.
The fundamentals and all of
Yeah,
that, the history.
indeed.
So it's just interesting that you said that. So I thought about him when you mentioned you were 2 or 3 because he's
Right.
had that ear for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's going to fall yet, but I know it's along them lines.
I've been around your sons. They'll be great regardless.
Oh, thanks,
They'll
bro.
be all right. Their mom is a monster. She ain't going to have nothing.
Thanks,
Right. And that's the thing. Shout out to my grandparents because I love hip hop, but I also love Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mhm.
I also love Gil Scott Heron.
Mhm.
I also love Roy Ayers.
Yep.
The sound of Philly.
Yep.
So that has a lot to do
Yep.
with my
Oh, I'll be
sound
having my
also.
sons listen to Nina
You know what I'm
Simone.
saying? Yeah,
They,
indeed.
Kenny G, the music without the words. They listen
Right.
to all kind of jazz. Oh, we
Right.
listening to everybody.
What's y'all zone out song though? Like if y'all tense and you in the crib in the car or whatever, and you by yourself and you like, I just need to hear this, and it's old.
That's the way of the
An
world.
old song.
That's the way of the world.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
And it's a shame because my song, I'm all pro woman, but it's a man's world. But although it
that's
does
dope.
say
No,
it wouldn't
that-
be nothing
It's his own.
Yeah.
without a woman or a girl.
And he,
vibe.
mind you,
vibe.
he enforced that part. He fought for that part on there.
Nothing.
Yeah, he fought for that part on there.
Yes.
My man knows history.
Right. So that's our
That's
song.
what it's about, doing the knowledge.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Because Gil Scott Heron, if it wasn't for Gil Scott Heron, the last poets,
Mhm.
Dolomite, it wouldn't probably be hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Movies wouldn't exist
Yeah.
like you say, Dolomite.
Right.
Like
Dolomite.
Last Poets, Dolomite, hand in hand. A lot of the things that we got, a lot of our original stand-up legends, that's where they was drawing from.
Yeah, it's freestyling.
That's where they was coming from.
Right.
And that's why I hate it when people sold hip hop short and said, if you over 30, you too old to be doing hip hop or whatever, whatever.
I
It was-
never understand that.
It was because we was a young genre. We'd never seen it before.
Bro, it
We've never
developed.
seen it done gracefully.
Right.
So now that you get a hold of certain people, Noris that put out projects that still make you feel like they're them, even though they're telling you they're grown.
Ghostface.
Like
Almost
Ghostface.
50.
It feels different. So
Right.
now you could draw from that. We didn't have that before.
Mhm.
But like I always hated it because it was like, this is a mental thing.
Right.
This is if I stay in shape and I could keep my wind up to say it,
Indeed.
then it's just a mental thing.
Right.
Just like comedians, the greatest comedians, they don't retire, they die.
Right.
They don't tell Mick Jagger and
Pops.
Yeah,
too
Pops.
old.
Pops was just performing.
Shout out to Pops. Rest
Yeah,
in peace
John
to
Witherspoon.
Pops.
John Witherspoon. That's
They
my
said
man.
they say, yo, Pops, you got a mansion, you got a waterfall, you got the cars, you got enough money. Why do you still run around on the road all the time? He
The
said,
rush.
because there's money out there. What I'm
Right.
supposed to do? Just sit under my fucking waterfall?
Right.
Right.
Like Pops was about his chicken, period. He loved comedy and he loved money.
Yep.
That was it.
And he used to downplay his money. He'd be like, yeah, I can
He
pay
tell
my
you he
rent.
broke. Tell you he broke.
Like, yeah, as long as I
Bro.
got enough to pay my rent.
Vlad said he went to Pop's crib and it was
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Right.
Like,
And he used to do his comedy, his video vlog
Mhm.
across the street.
Yep.
And it was like a regular.
That's dope. I want to be like Pops when I grow up.
Real
Okay.
right.
No, but that's how you got carried. And at the end of the day, he was doing what he loved and he was a legend in
You
it.
know where they go to? The party house and the sleep house.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Yeah, I ain't giving y'all everything, but see, that's
Enough,
that's old school thinking, and now it's reverted into everything is a come up. So I gotta let y'all see everything. So people are doing everything from showing the reality to the fake is reality,
Word.
which is even more dangerous.
Yes.
What'd he say? when you was talking all that shit, you was lying and bluffing. So when we came to stick your shit, you was dying for nothing. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, yeah,
Message. Fake it till you make it.
That fake it shit will hurt you.
It's people. It's people get locked up for fake.
You know when people say,
guns.
guess what though? When people say fake it till you make it, I say ain't no future in fronting.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
That's my response.
It's not. It's
You
not.
ain't got a lot to kick it neither.
Be comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
You ain't got a lot to kick it. Everybody that hang around me, and mind you, most of my homies, my what they call day ones, we have the same habits. We pull up with a sack and a drink, and we get in our own zone, and we keep a certain level playing field. But everybody's not on the same level. You know what I mean? Everybody's not up. Right. Everybody just knows how to keep themselves comfortable.
Indeed.
Nobody's showing off. Nobody's putting on. Everybody lives in where they live in, and we support each other.
Back.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
and
all
we support each other.
That's it.
You ain't got a lot to kick it. You ain't got to front like you doing it like nobody else for me to want to fuck with you. I gotta want to fuck with you because I fuck with you.
Yeah, that's it. Don't feel like what is it? A competition for what? Like you secretly in competition. For what? We all.
My keyword is organic right now.
But I tell my little brothers, because I got a lot of them, they adopt me. Y'all know that. But when I'm talking to them, I'm always telling them to be careful with their crews.
Right.
It's something that you're going to have to tell your kids at one day. Because like, even if y'all smoke loud together all day, you got a couple homies that go home and smoke Reggie every day up until they see you again. But they grab some loud for when they see you. Right. If you fall off, he's going to be happy to see you fall off because you make him more comfortable.
Right.
Because he's been trying to keep up with you this whole time.
The whole time.
You see what I'm saying? But when y'all moving and y'all shaking and everybody fly and everybody look the part.
Right.
Then it's cool.
But when it's
let you blow past him or let you fall off, you going to see the real him.
Yeah. But what they say, you know the real person when y'all both up, right?
Yeah.
When you don't need each other.
Right.
It's different if we need each other or you need me or I need you.
Exactly. But
when both of us got fuck you money, then you see who genuine.
Exactly.
When I feel comfortable getting the face tattoo, it's like, nah.
Wasn't we just talking about that too yesterday?
Like we check up on each other. It
Absolutely.
ain't all about, yo, I need you to do this. I need you to, yo, what's up? You good?
Never.
Right.
And that's where it counted.
And not to mention like the quality and the consistency of what you do makes it so when opportunities pop up, you one of the first people that I think of.
That's love.
You see what I'm saying? And I say one of because we get called for different genres.
Yeah.
Right.
But when it comes to hip hop, I'm like, well, I know ain't nobody gonna.
He is the first person you always.
Nobody's
mention.
gonna sneeze at Dell.
I don't think I've heard anybody else's name more than I heard Dell-P name. I don't think I heard anybody else's name more than I heard Dell-P name.
Well, I mean, and at the same time, he shows up for me.
And I'm just saying for the relationship, like I definitely. Like this is my first time really sitting down having a conversation.
But you already know.
But I already know. I already know. You know.
But like you gotta understand what it's like for like my man to say, yo, I'm having a Father's Day joint. I'm like Dell, and he like word, and Dell like, yo, whatever y'all want to do.
Say word.
He like, I'm riding with you. I'm like, all right, cool. We trooped out there. Then after that, you got my birthday situation. Dell rock a whole set in the rain. Then rock my set in the rain with me too.
Right.
And we getting poured on.
Right.
Having fun.
Having a ball.
Right. That's what it's
You know
about.
what I mean? So it's like those are the things that like that like when people we see the legends talk about it all the time. Like you never know the behind the scenes of like how people go from green to brown.
Those are the real intricacies.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people be like, why you rock with this person? Why you rock?
I wouldn't even imagine you was sipping with Sammie.
Right.
But if you ever knew like what we do, and I ain't giving up everything. I'm just talking about like highlights of like stuff that's like, man, you don't understand how much of a blessing it feels like to have people that ride that hard for you, that have the prestige that he has, that could do what he wants and has the schedule that he has. Right. Because that's the bigger thing. We all busy, yo. We all could if you ain't going somewhere this day, you could be somewhere else. Right. You know what I mean? That's everybody in this room. Right. So it's always appreciated when I can get Sif on a whim. I can get you on a ride out because that's what we supposed to do for each other. And everybody's gonna win. Mm-hmm. All we gotta do is stay alive. We gonna win.
I agree.
We gonna win.
We in these main streets of Philly.
It's
hard.
Keep spreading these vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But we get to the end of it. So I need you to run down I want the whole list of projects, where they can find that. Okay. I want the reaching you, booking you, and all of that.
All right, no doubt. So I would say go on all digital platforms. Right now, it's all about Mega. It's all about Make Emceeing Great Again. But all those digital platforms have the rest of the discography.
Yeah, start with Mega and then go back and go right back
that's
up.
it.
Yeah,
Mega, and we have Dana Starr on there. We have Mel Austin,
my guy,
Kamal Bonaparte,
Okay.
legendary Boogie Mandela, legendary Slaughter Rico,
you heard,
legendary Illadel,
my guy,
big legend Money B, Digital Underground,
and that's a joint.
My guy Will Geis, that wrote Bad Girl for Usher, that wrote for Boys II Men, that wrote for so many legends. in the game.
Nice.
I got him on the record. Got my brother, my partner, Jay Reezy, for what's that by any means. And you know what's going on in the city with the women, with the babies. I feel like this song, you know, touches every aspect of what needs to be done in the city.
Got you with dear mama.
Protect the babies. Like, what else? Shout out to David Banner for them gems he dropped on the album. Be on the lookout. Education is Mega Tour, school tour coming in April. We got some good things coming in April. I ain't gonna speak on. Shout out to K. That's all I'm gonna say right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's going down, bro. Yeah. March 5th, All More Music Hall with Little Brother. And make sure y'all follow me at Dell-P 215 on Instagram.
We'll be in there
Dell-P
too.
215 on Twitter. Go to www.dellp.com for the music, the merch, the upcoming shows. Anything y'all need, y'all want to book me, holla at Music Notch, Lola. Shout out to Nadir Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brian, making things happen for me. Chris Swartz, Rough Nation Records. Shout out to Kara. That's it, man. Shout out to y'all for having me.
Salute to you. Like I
It's been
said,
a vibe.
Yes,
we'll
it's
be there
definitely
March
been.
5th. But hold up real quick. I got my fucking tickets right here. Hold up.
My man.
You know what I'm saying? We in that puck.
Yeah,
Yo.
make sure y'all
You know
get
what I
y'all.
mean?
I got a couple more.
We
Okay.
rocking out. But that's definitely dope. That's definitely ill. He gonna make sure we can get the camera in there. So if you don't make it, maybe we can get some behind the scenes for y'all, man, and all of that.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Saf. What you was about to say?
You know, Saf is in the building. You can find me at wannaseemagazine.com. You can find your girl Sunny Brick on IG and on Facebook as well.
Word. And shout out to Enoch for killing the album. Trek Hyder, Donnie Boy, who else on that joint? Jay Reezy, Ali Bay. So many, man. Go get that album. Make Emceeing Great Again.
Listen,
Hit
man.
that mega.
Tell him Made, my brother.
Tell him Made.
Forever Tell him Made.
The
Killed the
homie.
outro.
The homie, that's the guy.
Make sure y'all go get his EP.
Definitely check out Tell him Made. But like I said, I appreciate both of y'all always, man. It's been a great fucking episode. It was real calm, like
It was calm and cool.
It was a nice little vibe because we all was in our head this whole time.
Right.
Indeed.
But I'm pretty sure that the people appreciate it. But
No doubt.
I am Sippin with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Get your fucking life together.
Yeah.
And we had another great episode, man. We see y'all every Thursday. Every Thursday at happy hour, we drop 4 p.m. Every Friday, I'm on Glocawear Radio, 4 to 6 p.m. The best happy hour in the world on the greatest station in the nation, Flyboy Friday Radio.
No doubt.
That's right.
That's what we got going on, man. Like I said, if y'all like Dell-P, y'all like what he had to say,
Check
go a
him
few
out.
episodes back, see some trippings, see some excerpts that we got from him at Glocawear, because he's always around, and we got more from him coming, man. Like I
And
said.
go hear that music. I'm telling
Go
you.
hear it.
Get it.
And shout out to my DJ Ant Live.
Wordsmith.
Yeah.
All right.
Mega. And check out that what's the video I'm in?
Oh man, Wordsmith. Wordsmith.
Check out that Wordsmith video,
more
man.
videos on the way.
Whole lot of Flyboy shit on that.
Yeah.
Shout out 2K.
Two.
I remember you too.
See, a lot has changed.
Word.
What's up with you now?
Oh, you one of them Jones, huh? Check this.
I remember you as well. Back in grade school, you was never interested in Dell, but I played cool. Knowing time eventually would tell. I'm far from ordinary, in the end I would prevail. I'm way too cool to sweat you. Playing me for a fool, I refuse to let you. Plus you let the wrong type of dudes impress you. For the love of money, they just use, abuse, and stress you. I told you I was a catch, you couldn't dig it. But trust me, if you really knew better, you would've did it. No one to blame but you, hun, forget it. Had a chance to sit first class, but you missed it. My future looking so proper. All around the world, you could've been a globetrotter. I know your motive, don't bother. You're not included, opportunists get no holler.
Baby girl, I'm fine. Don't you remember? You said you really had no time for me.
What's up now?
Cause I'm on TV. I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P. Don't you remember?
If I think about the past and the race for you, I always finish last.
Don't you remember?
You was playing hard to get, and you weren't called because I'm lit.
Don't you remember?
You should have been a little smarter. Don't you wish you would've rode a little harder?
I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P.
When it comes to the drip, money B's well equipped. Trip, she was official, I was taking a sip. At my local watering hole, grown man B.I. She was a dime, but your guy kept it P.I. I noticed she was drinking Crown Apple. Sent the shot, was locked in, body was stacked. Conversation, we was making it. Said she was tired of these online relationships. I impressed, since I'm here in the flesh. We can get touchy-feely, I relieve all your stress. Relax. Then she hit me with the, I ain't no groupie. Tried to put me in the doghouse, I ain't no Snoopy. Matter of fact, never mention my accomplishments. I'm quite the optimist, but I gotta drop you, miss. She was fine enough to make men fight. The plight, she was ugly on the inside, so I'm like, I'm alright.
Baby girl, I'm fine. Don't you remember? You said you really had no time for me.
What's up now?
Cause I'm on TV. I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P. Don't you remember?
If I think about the past and the race for you, I always finish last.
Don't you remember?
You was playing hard to get, and you weren't called because I'm lit.
Don't you remember?
You should have been a little smarter. Don't you wish you would've rode a little harder?
I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P.
How you doing?
Baby girl, I'm fine. Don't you remember? You said you really had no time for me.
What's up now?
Cause I'm on TV. I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P. Don't you remember?
If I think about the past and the race for you, I always finish last.
Don't you remember?
You was playing hard to get, and you weren't called because I'm lit.
Don't you remember?
You should have been a little smarter. Don't you wish you would've rode a little harder?
I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P. Don't you remember? Don't you remember? Don't you remember? I want you to remember, I only fuck with Dell-P.